Hello and welcome to Pabbly. So in this video, we will be discussing the top 5 Calendly automations that you can set up with Pabbly Connect. So as we all know, Calendly is one of the most popular appointment and event booking platform used by a lot of users. And in this video, we will be discussing the top 5 things that you can automate related to Calendly. You can actually automate the sending of SMS to your new Calendly invitee or sharing the new invitee new event booking details with your team members on Slack. Also, if you want, you can send the reminders or notifications for event booking to your users and a lot more. The possibilities of automation are endless. So without any further delay, let's begin with this complete guide. And in this guide, we will be explaining you the step-by-step process that how you can set up each and every one of these automation all by yourself. So in this video, we will learn how to send Slack channel message for new Calendly invitee. Now suppose guys, you and your company uses Calendly to get the appointments from your customers for important events. And you want that for the particular event, whenever a new client or customer books the appointment using Calendly, you want to update your team members on Slack. So let me tell you, you can completely automate this process. So the trigger of this automation will be getting a new invitee created, getting a new appointment on Calendly from our customers. And the action will be sending a channel message with the appointment details which we have received on Slack to update our team members. Now guys, how you can set up this automation? To know this, you have to come with me to my screen.
So as you can see, here we are on Pabbly Connect's dashboard. Now to reach this dashboard, you will get a free sign-up link of Pabbly Connect in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can create your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes. And after reaching to this dashboard, just click on Create Workflow and give your workflow a name. For example, I would like to name my workflow as Calendly to Slack. And then just click on Create. Now we can see that a workflow is open over here. And in this workflow, we have 2 different windows. First one is the trigger window and second one is the action window. So triggers and actions are basically those 2 concepts, those 2 principles on which this whole automation works on, where the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. So let's begin with the trigger window. So the idea here is, first, we have to get the details or the data of new appointment which are booked on our Calendly page inside Pabbly Connect. So we are going to connect our Calendly account with Pabbly Connect, and whenever a new invitee will be created over there, a new user, a new client or customer will book an appointment with us on our Calendly page, automatically we are going to get the details of that new invitee. And then using Pabbly Connect, we are going to send those new appointment details on our Slack channel as a channel message. So let's begin. So here in trigger window, in choose app, search for Calendly. Select Calendly over here. And then in trigger event from the drop down, select invitee created as a trigger event. Then click on connect and select add new connection. Now guys, we have to connect our Calendly account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, just click on this connect with Calendly button. And because we have already logged into our Calendly account in our browser, Pabbly Connect has detected the same account and made the connection. And after making the connection, here you can see that it is showing us 2 different fields. First one is the organization. So in your Calendly account, if you have created multiple organizations, then you will see a list of all the organizations over here in this dropdown. But right now in my Calendly account, I have only one organization, and that is this. So that's why we have selected this organization. And then the second thing it asks us is the user. So here, demo user, this is the only user which I have in my Calendly account right now. Okay, so here we can see that we have by default selected both of these details. Then after this, when we are going to click on save and send test request. But before this, it is showing us important note, make sure you have a Calendly Pro plan in order to use this integration. Now to set up this integration guys, it is required to have a Calendly Pro plan. Then only you can set up this automation integration using Calendly. After this, just click on save and send test request. And when we click on save and send test request, it has now changed to waiting for response. This means Pabbly Connect is waiting to get some details, some response from Calendly. So now what we are going to do, we are going to book a test appointment on our Calendly page. We will go to our Calendly account, and after that, here you can see all the events which you have created for booking. Out of this, I specifically want that whenever a customer, a user will book an appointment using this particular event, for this particular event, that is enterprise plan demo, then only I want to send the updates or the new appointment details on my Slack channel. For rest of the events, I don't want to send the updates. But from Calendly, using this automation, this connection, we are going to get the details of each and every appointment. So we are going to add a filter in this automation as well in the later part. But first, let's make a test appointment booking. Just copy this booking page link from here, go to a new tab and paste it over here. After this, here it is asking us to select the date and time. So let's select the date as 24th of November and time as 10 a.m. Click on confirm. Let's enter the details of a dummy user. For example, dummy user. This is the name of a person and this is the email address which they are using to book this appointment. Then it is asking us for a message. So I would like the message as this is a test response. Okay, so here you can see that on our booking page, I have entered the details of a dummy user. After this, just click on schedule event. And then you can see that here we have successfully scheduled a meeting with us. A user as a dummy user, we have scheduled a meeting on our Calendly page. And because we have connected our Calendly account with Pabbly Connect, we will see that the details of this same booking will also be received inside Pabbly Connect. And yes guys, earlier it was showing us waiting for response and now it has received the response. And in this response, you can see all the details regarding the same appointment booking which we have just now made. We have the date and time, that at what date and time user has booked the appointment. Then after that, we have the email address of the user who booked the appointment and their name what they have entered while making the booking. Then we also have the message, that what is the message we have received from them. Then you are going to scroll down, you will see some other details regarding to it as well. So here we have the start date, the end date, that at what date and time this meeting is going to start. And then also we have the name of the name of the event for which the customer has booked the appointment. So here we have the enterprise plan demo. So on the response of this name, guys, we are going to add a filter, a condition to ensure that we only send the updates for this particular event from our Calendly account on our Slack channel. For rest of the events, for rest of the appointments, we are not going to send the updates. And after this, you will scroll down and you will see some other details as well. So in this way, guys, the step 1 of setting up this automation is completed. We have successfully received the details of a new event from our Calendly account inside Pabbly Connect. Now after getting these details, we have to add the filter condition for this particular event for which we are getting this response. So to add these kind of filters, this kind of condition in our automation workflow, we are going to use a feature of Pabbly Connect that is called filter. So just scroll down, come to our action window, and here in choose app, here we have to select filter. After selecting filter, it is asking us select label, filter type and value. So here in select label, guys, in this drop down, you can see all the responses of new appointment booking which you have received from Calendly can be seen over here. And out of all of these responses, we have to select the label, the response of the resource name, the name of the appointment, the name of the event which we were using. So here in this resource name, you can see this is the event for which the user has basically booked the appointment, enterprise plan demo. And we only want to send the appointment booking details for this particular event. That is it. So we are going to select this over here, so resource name as the label, and the filter type will be equals to, and in value, guys, we have to mention the exact name of the event which we have received. So just copy this name from here and then just paste it over here. Make sure you enter the exact name with the perfect spelling and spaces. And after this, just click on Save and Send Test Request. After clicking on Save and Send Test Request, now because guys, in this response, we have received the resource name as Enterprise Plan Demo. So this is the exact name. That is why it is showing us the condition is true. This means in this case, if we get the resource name as this Enterprise Plan Demo, only in that case, this automation workflow will be executed further. If we get the details for some other event on our Calendly account, if we get the appointment booking details inside Pabbly Connect for some other event, that in that case, if this resource name doesn't match this, then in that case, we are not going to send those appointment details on our Slack channel. And after this, guys, just scroll down, click on this Add Action Step button, and now finally send this appointment details on our Slack channel. For that, here in Action window in Choose App, search for Slack. Select Slack. And in Action Event from the drop-down, select Send Channel Message. Click on Connect and select Add New Connection. Now here, guys, we have to connect our Slack account with Pabbly Connect. So here to connect it, just click on this Connect with Slack button. And here it asks us the token type. So to make this connection, we have two different token types. First one is a user token and second one is the bot token. You can basically select any token according to your choice. What is the difference between user token and bot token? By clicking here on this link, you can basically know this. Right now, I'm just going to use a bot token and click on save. And then, because I have already logged into my Slack account as well in my browser, Pabbly Connect has detected the same account. And here it is asking us for the authorization. Just click on allow and now we will see our Slack account gets connected with Pabbly Connect. After making this connection, the first thing it asks us is the channel. That in our Slack account, on what channel we want to send these messages. So we want to send messages on a Slack channel named as Calendly Appointments. I have created a dedicated channel. In whatever channel you want to send these details, you just have to select this channel over here in this dropdown. So in the dropdown below, you can see a list of all the channels which you have on your Slack account, out of which we are going to select this channel. After this, in the next field, it is asking us for the message. So here guys, we have to actually mention or create a message which we want to send on our Slack channel for every new appointment. So let's type a message. So the message will be, hello team. And guys, from Calendly, while booking the appointment, we have entered the name and email address of the user, which the user is going to enter. And we have received the name and email address of the user in Calendly responses inside Pabbly Connect. So from these responses, guys, we are going to map the email address, name, and the message which the user has entered over here while booking the appointment over here in this message field of Slack. And how we can map this? Here, guys, in front of client name, we wanted to mention the name of the client. Just click here. And in the drop-down below, you can see all the responses which you have received from Calendly can be seen over here. And out of all of these responses, select the response of name and it will be mapped over here. So whatever name the client is going to enter by booking the appointment, we are going to get the same name in the Slack message. After this, let's mention the email as well. So create email and then let's map the response of email address. And also we have entered a message while booking the appointment. And we have received the response of that message as well. So just map it over here. So guys, I want to send this message every time a user books an appointment in this particular Calendly event which I have created. So this is the message. Then after message, here we have the image URL, image alt text. So if you want, you can also share some kind of images with this message. But right now we don't have any image, so we are just going to ignore it. Then if you use a bot type connection between Pabbly Connect and Slack, here you can mention the name of the bot as well, that what will be the name of the bot who is going to send the message. So for example, I would like to name my bot as Pabbly. After that, if you want, you can also designate a specific icon to this bot as well. You just have to enter the URL of the image which you want to add as the icon over here. Then we will scroll down and here you can see some other fields regarding the sending the message and Slack channel. So you can make the changes in it according to your choice. And after all of this, just click on save and send test request. Now after clicking on save and send test request, here we have received some response. And this response seems to be a positive response to us. This response shows that the message which we have created over here is been shared on our Slack channel. So let's check it. We will go to our Slack channel. And yes guys, here you can see that we have the same message. Hello team. Okay, just a minute. I have misspelled hello. So okay, hello team. And let's once again click on save in our workflow. So hello team, we have a new appointment for our enterprise plan. Client name, this is the name of the client who booked the appointment. This is the same email and the same message which they have shared. So in this way, guys, we can see that the automation workflow which we have created using Pabbly Connect is working perfectly fine. Now, every time, guys, in our Calendly account, we are going to get a new appointment for some particular event which we have created. Then automatically using this automation, we are going to get those appointment details shared on our Slack channel with our team members. Now guys, after setting up this automation, let's test this automation once in real time. We are once again going to enter the details of a new client. So let's copy this booking page and let's paste it over here once again. And this time, let's book an appointment, for example, 25th of November, 11 a.m. Confirm. This time, the name of the user is test user. Then email. This is the email address. And then this is the message. This is a real-time test. Click on schedule event. So just now, as a test user details, we have created or booked another appointment on our particular Calendly page that was enterprise plan demo. And guys, as we create this appointment, we will say instantly within seconds the details of this booking are shared on our Slack channel. So here we have the message, hello team, we have a new appointment for our enterprise plan, client name, email and the message. This means the automation workflow which we have created in this video is working perfectly fine. And using this automation, we can connect Calendly and Slack. And whenever we receive a new appointment booking, a new booking from a user on our particular Calendly event which we want, which we have marked, then automatically the details of that appointment can be shared on our Slack channel. And also if you want, you can share the appointment start date, the meeting start date, end date, and all of those details as well with this message. What you have to do in this message section from the Calendly responses, you just have to map all of those data as well over here which we have received. So we have the start date, end date, and all of these things. So guys, not just these applications, you can connect plenty of other applications using Pabbly Connect. And one more important thing, you will find a clone link of the same workflow in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can clone the same workflow into your own Pabbly Connect account and use this workflow for absolutely free. Also, let me tell you, Pabbly Connect offers you a free plan. And in this free plan, you will get some free tasks every month into your own Pabbly Connect account. So if you want to try and test this automation, you can do it for free.
In this video, we are going to see how to add tagged subscribers to ConvertKit from new Calendly events. So let's say that you're using Calendly as a booking software, and here every time an invitee has been created, which means that you have an event and a user has been created as an invitee in that particular event, then automatically that particular user should be added as a subscriber, a tagged subscriber in ConvertKit, which is a marketing automation tool. Now, how can you do this? For this, you will have to again set up some integration between the two applications, and the same thing can be done using Pabbly Connect software. Here, your trigger application would be Calendly and your action application would be ConvertKit. Now, how can you do this yourself, integrate and automate this entire process? To understand that, let me take you to my screen. To begin with the process, we are first going to type the URL pabbly.com/connect, and as we do that, here we have reached the landing page of this software. On the right hand side, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. So if you are an existing user, simply sign in. If you are a new user, click on this tab sign up. It won't take more than 2 minutes. And also at the time of account creation, you will get 100 free tasks. So now I'm going to click on sign in. As I do that, here we have reached the all applications page. Let's click on access now for Pabbly Connect as we are doing this integration using Pabbly Connect software. On the right hand side, you can see create workflow tab on our dashboard. So I'm going to click on this, and now a dialog box has appeared which is asking me to name this workflow. So here my objective is to add tagged subscribers to ConvertKit from new Calendly events. So here my objective is that every time a user has enrolled for a new event on Calendly, then automatically that particular user should be added as a tagged subscriber to ConvertKit. So now I'm going to click on create. So as I do that, here we have reached another window which has got two extremely important events. One is trigger, another one is action. Triggers and actions are basically those two principles or concepts on which this entire automation works. Trigger is when this happens and action is do this. Basically, action here is the result of our trigger application. Now here my trigger application would be Calendly, as every time a user has enrolled for a particular event, then only this workflow should run. So I'm going to select Calendly over here. And the trigger event would be an invitee has been created. So this workflow will trigger when a new invitee schedules an event. Let's click on this. Now I'm going to click on connect. Here Pabbly Connect is asking to connect itself with the Calendly account. So I'm going to select add new connection and then connect with Calendly. Now as I do that, here we can see that the authorization has been successful. The system has automatically acquired the organization and the user. So let me show you my Calendly account. So this is the account I have logged in and I have got two events created here. Taking you back to Pabbly Connect, I'm going to click on save and send test request. Now it is asking me to do a test submission in the application so that the response could be captured here. So let's say this is the event that I have created. Now I'm going to view the booking page. And here I am going to make a booking. So let's say it's on 28th And then what's the time? So I have got a meeting at 11:30 a.m. I'm going to click on confirm. And now I have to fill in my details. So let's say it is a demo user. Email address here is demouser123@pabblytudes.com. Then I have to provide the phone number. So it's a random number that I'm providing over here. Let's click on schedule event. So as soon as I have done this, going back to Pabbly Connect, let's see if we have received the API response, and here it is. So basically, this is the email address of the person, this is the created time, and this is the resource event, this is the name. As I take you down, again, this is the mobile number, and then we have the reschedule URL. So if I wish to reschedule it, then this is the URL. Then as I take you down, so this is the name of the event, dummy event, and I have got further information. Now what is my objective? My objective is to create a tagged subscriber in ConvertKit. So my next action application would be ConvertKit. Let's look for this, and here it is. The action event here would be tag a subscriber. Let's click on this, click on connect. Again, Pabbly Connect is asking to connect itself with the ConvertKit account. I'm going to select add new connection, and to set up this connection we need the API key and the API secret. And where can we find it? So first we have to log into our ConvertKit account, and then we have to go to account settings. So I've already logged into my ConvertKit account. I'm going to click on this hyperlink account setting. As I reach here, let's scroll down and we have the option advanced. Let's go to this option. And here is our API key. So I'm going to copy this API key, go back to Pabbly Connect, paste this over here. Then we need the API secret key. So again, I'm going to go here, and this is the API secret key. Let's copy this, go back to Pabbly Connect and paste this. Once done, let's click on save. And here we can see that Pabbly Connect is now connected with ConvertKit. Now here we have to provide the tag ID. So taking you back to ConvertKit, so if I show you here subscribers, so you can see that as I scroll down, you have got an option of tags. So here you can create a tag. So I already have created a tag. The name is Calendly tag. So going back to Pabbly Connect, I have already selected the tag ID. Now we have to map this information. What is mapping? That I already have this information in the previous step. I'm just going to retrieve it here. And mapping is important because if I write this manually, so every time the workflow runs, it will only take the manually written data. It will never take the new data. So it is very important to map it. How do we do it? Let's click on this. We will be shown the previous step. Let's click on this. Now I need the email address. So here is the email address. The next is first name and last name. But here we have received our name is a complete name. So here I'm going to add an action step, which is basically a feature by Pabbly. The name is text formatter. Let's click on this. The action event here would be split text. Let's click on connect. Now here I have to map the text that I wish to split, basically the name. So I'm going to go to step 1, and this is the name of my user. Now how do I split it? So this is the space between them. So that is going to be our separator. How do I write it? I write double curly braces, space. Again, I close it with double curly braces, and I wish to have both the segments. Let's click on save and send test request. So here is our response. Now I'm going to refresh this connection, going ahead with the existing connection. So let's map the first name, go to step 2. This is the first name. Then we have the last name. So this is the last name, and then we have to map the mobile number. So the mobile number, I'm going to go to step 1, and as I take you down, this is the mobile number. Once done, let's click on save and send test request. And here we have received our response. Now, if our integration is a success, so a tagged subscriber should be created in ConvertKit. So I'm taking you back to ConvertKit, and here I'm going to refresh this connection. So once done, here you can see that we have successfully created a subscriber, demouser123@pabblytudes.com. This is the email address, this is the first name, last name, mobile number, and yes, even we have the tag, which is Calendly tag. So this basically means our integration process is a complete success, but we also need to check this in real time. So I'm going to go back to Calendly, and here I'm going to do another booking. The date is 29th of November. The time is, let's say, evening 5 p.m. Confirm. Now let's give it a name. So it is new name. Then we have the email address. So it is new name at pabblytudes.com. And then we have the phone number. So let's say it is, yep, done. Let's schedule the event. So here we can see that our event has been scheduled. So what should happen automatically? A tagged subscriber should be created on ConvertKit. Taking you back to ConvertKit. Let's go back. And here I'm going to refresh this subscriber page. And here we have the new subscriber. The name is new name. This is the mobile number, email address, and we also have the tag. So this basically means that we have successfully integrated ConvertKit with Calendly. Now going back to Pabbly Connect, let's understand what we have done. So this is again an extremely easy two-step integration process where our trigger application is Calendly, the event is invitee created, then our action application is ConvertKit, the event is to tag a subscriber. Now here, just to split the name, we had chosen a feature by Pabbly which was text formatter. I hope this is very much clear to you. If in case you have any doubt, you can refer to the workflow which is given in the video description. You can also clone the same and start to process immediately. If in case you have some particular integration that you wish to work on, you can always write to us.
In this video, I'll show you how to send a Google Meet video link to a new Calendly invitee automatically. So what will happen every time a new invitee is created into your Calendly application, a meeting will be scheduled automatically with that invitee into our Google Meet application, and the same meeting link will even get sent automatically to the same invitee. So if you also want to automatically schedule the meetings for your Calendly invitees, come with me and I will show you how you can set this automation for yourself step by step. Now to automate this process, I'll have to integrate my Calendly application and Google Meet application, and I'm going to integrate these two with the Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing integration and automation software, and I'm an existing user of Pabbly Connect, so here you can see I am already logged in. You can also create your free account in just 2 minutes from the sign up free button, and in the free account you will also get free tasks to test this automation. Now once you will reach to the dashboard, simply click on this blue button that is create workflow and provide any random name to your workflow, to your automation. Okay, so let's say I'm providing the name something like when a new invitee is created in Calendly application, then what should be done? Basically it should create and send. Okay, there should be a space also, create and send Google Meet video link. Okay, Google Meet link to invitee. Okay, and this process should be done automatically. Okay, so I have provided the name. Now click on create, and then you will find two boxes in front of you. Okay, so these are actually trigger and action. Okay, so here trigger means when this happens and action means do this. I repeat, whenever this happens, then automatically do this. Understand with an example also. Whenever a sale happen in a payment gateway application, then automatically send an email via Gmail application. Okay, according to our use case, whenever any new invitee is created in which application, in Calendly application, then automatically send a meeting link, or you can say schedule a meeting into Google Meet application. Okay, so this is how you need to always select the applications in which you are building an automation in this trigger and action window. Okay, now I'm going to first connect Calendly with the Pabbly Connect, then I'm going to connect Pabbly Connect with the Google Meet. Okay, and this is how I'm going to automate this process. Firstly, you'll have to select a trigger event. Okay, so I want that whenever an invitee is created into the Calendly application, so that is why I have selected this specific trigger event. Okay, and now I'm going to connect this Calendly with the Pabbly Connect. Okay, so simply click on this button, and this is how Calendly will be immediately connected with the Pabbly Connect. Okay, well, why the authorization is successful? Because I am already logged in into my Calendly account. Here you can see. Okay, now come back to Pabbly Connect, and now here you can see it is showing an organization and the user. Okay, so my calendar, my event is created into this particular user only, so that is why it is showing the same. Okay, so simply click on this button, save and send test request, and you will see an instruction that it has started waiting for the response. Okay, so once you have clicked over the save and send test request button, do a test submission or record in that application in order to capture the response here. Okay, so basically it is asking you to do a test submission or record, and here the test submission or record means creation of a new invitee into the Calendly. Okay, so how about I go to my Calendly application. Alright, and here you can see I have created this online consultation with doctor. Okay, I'm going to open the page of this consultation. Alright, this is the page, and then I'm going to make a new booking by filling out this particular details. Okay, so today it is 7th of April and I'm going to make a booking, let's say for this 14th of April. Okay, and the timing will be 10 a.m. Alright, let me confirm it and provide the details also. Okay, and I'm going to provide the details of dummy user. Okay, so that is why I'm taking this dummy and user as the details. Okay, demo@pabblytools.com. Alright, finally asking for the contact number, so again I'll add a dummy number only. Alright, click on the schedule event and the event will be scheduled. Okay, and you are scheduled with this particular person, and this is the confirmation. Now as soon as I'm going to make a submission here, you will see Pabbly Connect will instantly capture these details. Okay, I'll have to wait for those responses for few more seconds. And here you can see the response is received. Let me show you the details one by one. Alright, so here is the same email address which I have provided at the time of submission. Here we have the name of the person, basically the first name and last name, and we have the full name as well. Okay, and this is the created at, basically it is the date and time of the submission. Okay, let me also show you other details. Basically alright, here we have the phone number, and then now I am looking for those start date and time which I have provided. Alright, so here you can see we have this end timing, that is of 14th of April and 5:30. Now why it is showing the timing as 5:30 but I have selected the timing as 10 a.m. because this timing is actually into the UTC format. Okay, so if I will convert this timing into the normal local time, okay, UTC time conversion, I'm going to open any random tool, online tool. Alright, okay, and then I'm going to copy this timing in front of you. Okay, so this is actually 5:30. Okay, let me add the same timing here, that is 05, and then I'll add 30. Then I'm going to convert it, and here you can see we have this 11 a.m. Well, why it is 11 a.m? Because this is the end time, not the start time. Here you can see it is the end time. So let us also convert the start time. Alright, start time, I'm sorry for that. Okay, here we have the start timing as 4:30. Okay, so let us convert this timing as well, and you will actually get the real time at which you have submitted the form, at which you have actually booked the appointment. Okay, that is 10 a.m. Okay, so in this particular case we do not even need to convert these date and times from UTC to the local timings. Why? Because when you are going to schedule the meetings into the Google Meet, this is also going to ask you the timing into the UTC format only. Okay, so let me show you. If I'll select this action event as a schedule meeting, and just like I have built a connection in Calendly and Pabbly Connect, now I am going to build a connection in Google Meet and Pabbly Connect. For that you'll have to sign in with Google. Basically you'll have to provide the access of your Google Meet. Well, I have already provided the access, so that is why I have selected the existing connections only. But if you will also build this connection for the first time, then you can also go with the existing connections only. Okay, alright, so this is my Google Calendar, and whatever the calendars are available inside my Google Calendar have started visible here. Okay, let me show you, and I'm going to select which particular calendar. Okay, so how about we go with this latest calendar. Okay, and here also I am going to select this latest calendar only. Make sure this latest calendar should be selected here. Alright, so I have selected the same. Come back here. Okay, so I was showing you that why you don't even need to change this timing from UTC to local timing, because in this case also it is going to ask you the time into the UTC format only. So that is why I'll go with the same timings. Now the presence of this data clearly shows that the connection in between Pabbly Connect and Calendly application is working absolutely fine. Now I am going to create and schedule a meeting with which particular person, with this demo@pabblytools.com, basically with this demo user. Okay, for that you'll have to first select this Google Meet application, then you'll have to build a connection, then you'll have to select a calendar, and finally provide a summary and the description, the start date and the end date. Okay, so we already have the start and end date and time, so I don't need to even manually copy this data and paste it here. I'm going to map it. Mapping is very simple. Simply click on this particular icon and you will find the above data here in the drop down. Let me search for that start date. Alright, so I have mapped it. Okay, again let me show you. It is asking the timing into the UTC format, and it should be into this YYYY MMDD THHMMSSZ, and it is the same timing that is YYYY MMDD THHMMSS and Z. Okay, now I am going to map the end timing as well. Alright, so where is the end time? Alright, so I have mapped it, asking for the description and the summary. So how about I write it something like a new request from a patient for the online consultation. Okay, online consultation. And in the summary I will write something like this consultation is for the 1 hour and you can directly join the meeting from the calendar itself. Okay, calendar itself. Okay, so I have provided a random description and summary to this Google event, or you can say this Google meeting. Okay, and I think I have already provided all the important details, well, this attendee emails. Okay, so again I will map the attendee email as this demo@pabblytools.com. and here let me tell you a very important thing. If you would like to schedule the meetings into the Google Meet, you will also have to provide a random unique ID, then only the meeting will be scheduled. Okay, so nothing could be better than this email ID, because it is of course going to be unique. So how about I provide this email address only. Now I'll be clicking on this button save and send test request, and you will see how the meeting will be scheduled automatically. Okay, so come back to Pabbly Connect, click on this button save and send test request, and wait for the response to be received. And here you can see the response is received, and what it is showing that the meeting has been scheduled on this particular date and time. Okay, so let us check, and here you can see 10 a.m. a new request from a patient for the online consultation, and now you can directly join the meeting from this particular button. One guest, and this guest is okay, the name of the guest is, basically the email address of the guest is demo@pabblytools.com, and here we have the description also, that is this consultation is for the 1 hour and you can directly join the meeting from the calendar itself. Now you have already got the confirmation, you have already received all the meeting details as a online doctor, but now I'm going to send these details to the patient also. How you can send that? So let's say you want to send these details via Gmail over their Gmail application. So that is why I'm going to search for the Gmail here, and just like I have connected above two applications with Pabbly Connect, now I will also connect this Gmail with the Pabbly Connect, and this time also again I'll go with the existing connections only. You just need to select the new connection and provide the access of your Gmail account, asking for the recipient email address. I have already told you that you can map the details from the above data. Alright, so I have mapped it, and you must be thinking, what is this mapping which I am repeating again and again? So whatever the details you will map here will be replaced automatically when this automation will work in real time. Okay, and whatever the details I am going to provide manually. Okay, so let's say I am providing the name here manually, this name will remain same here. Okay, and in subject line I want to write something like hello, and dash, in place of dash I am going to map the username, that is the first name only, hello demo, meeting is scheduled successfully. Okay, alright, so I have provided a nice subject line. How about we also compose a message? Simply select a plain content type and start creating your content, your email. Okay, so here again I'll write something like hello, and this time I am going to map the full name as demo user, and don't worry, this name will be replaced automatically. Hello dummy user, a meeting is successfully scheduled, you can join the meeting from this link. Okay, and let us add the link of that meeting. Now from where you can receive that link? Okay, so if you'll click on this link, you will find the data into this particular response, into the Google Meet response. You just need to search for the Hangout link. Okay, I repeat, Hangout link. Okay, so here we have the Hangout link, basically the meeting link, which I have mapped. Start date and time of the meeting is okay, and here I can also map the start date. That is, here we have the start date, the exact date, that is 14th of April and 10 a.m. I'm also going to mention the end date and time of meeting. Okay, and here you can also map the end timing as well. Let me search for the same. Okay, so I am going to map this end timing from this Google Meet step, because I have received this response into the local timing, not into the UTC format. Okay, so I think I have provided all the important data. Let me open first my Gmail account so that I can show you how this email will be sent to my customer, to the client. Alright, so I have opened my Gmail account. Let me come back to Pabbly Connect, click on this button, save and send test request, and wait for the response to receive. And here you can see the response is already received, which is saying that the email has been sent. Come back to Pabbly Connect, come back to Gmail account, and here you can see the email is arrived. Hello demo, meeting is scheduled successfully. And if I'll read the email, hello demo user, a meeting successfully scheduling. Okay, this line is not looking good to me. Okay, you can join the meeting from this link. Start date and time of the meeting is this, end date and time of meeting is this. Okay, lot of spelling errors, so how about I first correct this spelling. Okay, a meeting is successfully scheduled. Alright, so I have corrected all the errors, and I'll be clicking on this button once again, and I hope I will now receive the better email, the correct email. And here you can see one more email is arrived, and this time this email does not consist of any spelling error. Okay, so this is how now onwards, every time someone is going to book an appointment with you, or you can say a new invitee is created into your Calendly application, you can now schedule meetings automatically into your Google Calendar, and they can easily join the meeting from this particular link. And you can even send the same meeting links to that form submitter also, basically to that invitee also on their email. And to automate this process, you need to create this automation inside Pabbly Connect just once. After that, you can sit back and relax, because Pabbly Connect will take care of all the tasks in the backend. You do not have to do anything manually. Just in case if you want to access this automation, I'll also attach this link into the description box. Simply click on this link, sign up into the Pabbly Connect, and then you will be able to access this workflow, this automation inside your Pabbly Connect account, that too for free.
So in this video, we are going to learn how to send SMS to new Calendly invitee. Now guys, if you are using Calendly as an application to get appointments from your users, this automation is going to help you a lot. So in this automation, whenever a new invitee will be created in Calendly, which means whenever a new user is going to book an appointment with you using your Calendly page, instantly, automatically, we are going to send an SMS notification to the same user's number who has booked an appointment. Isn't it amazing that you can automate this process of notifying your customer that their appointment has been successfully scheduled? Now guys, if you want to use this automation and know how you can set up this automation for yourself, now you have to come with me to my screen.
So as you can see, here we are on Pabbly Connect's dashboard. Now to reach this dashboard, you will get a free sign-up link of Pabbly Connect in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can create your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes. And after reaching to this dashboard, just click on Create Workflow and give this workflow a name. For example, I would like to name our workflow as Calendly to Twilio. And then just click on Create. Now you can see that our workflow is open over here. And in this workflow, we have 2 different windows. First one is the trigger window, and second one is the action window. So triggers and actions are basically those 2 concepts, those 2 principles on which this whole automation works on, where the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. So let's begin with the trigger window. Now the idea here is first we have to connect our Calendly account with Pabbly Connect so that every time a new user is going to book an appointment with us via Calendly, automatically the details of that newly booked appointment, that new invitee being created in Calendly will be received inside Pabbly Connect. And after that, using Pabbly Connect, we are going to send those new invitee details to Twilio, and using Twilio, we are going to send a welcome message to them on their number. So let's see guys how it is done. Now here in choose app, search for Calendly over here. Just select it. And then after selecting Calendly, it is asking us for the trigger event. So in trigger event from the drop down, select the trigger event as invitee created. After selecting invitee created, that is user, click on connect and select add new connection. Now here guys, we have to connect our Calendly account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, just click on this connect with Calendly button. And then here guys, just click on connect to Calendly. Now because I have already logged into my Calendly account in my browser, Pabbly Connect has detected the same account and made the connection over here. After making this connection, it is asking us for the organization and user. Right now in my Calendly account, I have only one organization. That's why in this dropdown you can see only one organization. Just select it. And then here in my Calendly account, I have only one user. That's why you can see only one user over here. So we have selected that user as well. Now here is an important note. Let's read it. It says, make sure you have a Calendly Pro plan in order to use this integration. So here guys, we required a Pro plan of Calendly to get the details of a new invitee inside Pabbly Connect to set up an automation and integration via Pabbly Connect. Now after getting these details, entering these details, just click on save and send test request. Now when we click on save and send test request, it has now changed to waiting for response. This means Pabbly Connect is waiting to get the response, the details of new invitee being created in our Calendly account. So let's do this. We will go to a Calendly account and here I have an event, an appointment for technical discussion. We are just going to copy the link of this event and then just paste it in a new tab. So this is the booking page the user is going to see. Now here guys, let's make a test appointment. Let's book a test appointment over here. For example, let's select the date as 11th of April. The time is 10 a.m. Then let's enter the first name. The first name is, for example, test user. This is the name of the person. This is the email address of the person. And this is the mobile number. Then let's add a query. So we are setting up this automation. We are setting up this automation. So this is just a simple query. Now just click on this schedule event button. Now when we click on schedule event, you can see that just now as a new user, as a fresh user, we have booked an appointment and in our Calendly account. And we will see as this appointment is booked, as a new user, a new invite is created in our Calendly account, automatically, instantly, the details of this exact same appointment will be received inside Pabbly Connect. So let's open to Pabbly Connect, and yes, here you can see that in our trigger window, we have received some response. And this response seems to be a positive response to us. This response shows the details of the same invitee being created, the same name of the user who has booked an appointment with us. Then we'll scroll down, you can see the mobile number of the same user. Then here you can see the same message which they have entered and also the email address over here. Here is the email address. So this means guys, the complete details of a new invitee being created in Calendly is received inside Pabbly Connect. Also in this response, you will see the details of the date and time, that for what date and time the user has basically created this event, booked an appointment. So here you can see the resource start time. So the date was 11th of April, you can see the date, and here you can see the time. Now guys, the time which we have selected while scheduling this event was 10 a.m. But here in response, you can see that the start time is showing 4:30 a.m. Now this is because we have selected the time according to the Indian Standard Time, the Indian time zone. But in response, in API response, when we get these details, this data inside Pabbly Connect, the data is sent in UTC time zone by Calendly. So Calendly sent us this exact same date and time, but in UTC time zone. And according to the UTC time zone, when it's 10 a.m. in India, It's 4:30 a.m. according to UTC time zone. That's why we have received this start date time in this particular format in this time zone. Also, this same thing applies for end date and time as well. Like here in this resource end time, you can see the same difference over here. So the appointment was supposed to be end as 10:30 a.m. after 30 minutes. And here you can see the time as 5 a.m. over here. 30 minutes after this start time over here. So what we can do, we can actually convert this date time, start date time and end date time from this complex format to a pretty simpler format. And also we can change the time zone of this date and time. And to do this, we will be using another feature of Pabbly Connect that is called date time formatter. So here guys, the step 1 of setting up this automation is completed. We have connected our Calendly account with Pabbly Connect and received the details, the response of a new invitee being created. Now let's move to step 2, and in step 2, we are going to change the format and time zone of the start date time. For that, just scroll down, come to our action window, and here in choose app, select date time formatter. After selecting date time formatter, in action event from the drop down, select format date with time zone, and then just click on connect. After clicking on connect, the first thing it asks us is the date, that what is the response of date and time whose format and time zone we want to change. So here guys, we want to change the format and time zone of this start date time, resource start time. So this is the response of date and time. Now we have to map this response from this trigger responses step to this field. And guys, the process of mapping is very simple. Simply click on this field, and here in the drop down, you can see a list of all the responses which we have received from Calendly. And here from these responses, select the response of start time. So event start time, here it is. This is it. Just select it and map it. Then it is asking us from format, that in which particular format this date and time is present right now. And here in the drop down, you can see a list of different formats. Out of all of them, we have to select this format, and in this particular format, this date and time is present right now. Then it is asking us for two format. So in which particular format we want to change the date and time. And once again, in the drop down, here you can see a list of different formats over here. So out of all of these formats, in which format we want to change the event or the appointment start date and time. So we have this format of day, month, year, hours, minutes, and seconds. It is a pretty simple, pretty clear format. So I want to change the format of date and time in this format. Then it is asking us from time zone. So from the drop down, we are going to select UTC as the from time zone, because in UTC time zone, we have received this response of date and time. And here in 2 time zone, we are going to select Asia Kolkata, because I'm in India, and in India, we follow Asia Kolkata time zone, as you can see, Indian Standard Time. So I've selected Asia Kolkata over here, and then just click on Save and Send Test Request. Now, after clicking on Save and Send Test Request, here you can see that the date and time of the start of the appointment, which you have received in Calendly in UTC time zone, the format and the time zone of that date is changed. And we have this pretty clear, simple format according to the Asia Kolkata time zone. 11th of April 2023, 10 a.m. After this, guys, we have successfully converted the event start date. Now what we have to do, we want to send a confirmation message to the user who has just now booked an appointment on their number. And for that, we are going to use Twilio. So just scroll down, click on this Add Action Step button. And then here in Choose App, search for Twilio. Just select it. After selecting Twilio, an action event from the drop-down, select Send SMS Message as the action event. Then just click on Connect and select Add New Connection. So here guys, we have to connect our Twilio account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, we have to enter the account SID and authorization token of our Twilio account. Now here you must be thinking how we are going to get these details. So here guys, we have to just go to a Twilio account, and on the home page, you can see the account SID and auth token. Copy the account SID from here, go to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here. And once again over here. Then after that, copy the auth token and paste it over here too. And after this, just click on Save. And now we will see our Twilio account will get connected with Pabbly Connect. After making this connection, the first thing it asks us is the body of the SMS. That what is the SMS which we want to send to a user. The help text says enter the entire SMS message here. You can use BR tag for new line character. So usually while going to a new line, we use enter button. But here guys, it is saying us that in this message, in this body of the SMS, if we want to switch to the new line, it is asking us to use BR in these brackets. So let's see how our message is going to be. I want my message to be hello, and after hello, I want to mention the name of the person who has booked an appointment with us. So here guys, from responses of Calendly in trigger response we have received the name of the person in response. And here it is, the first name. So we are going to map this response of first name over here in this message section. Like after hello, whatever user is going to book an appointment with us, whatever name they are going to enter while booking the appointment, by the same name we are going to send the message. And as we all saw, the process of mapping is very simple. Simply click on this field and from the drop down from Calendly responses, select the response of first name and map it over here. Then after this, I want my message to be hello test user, and now I want to share the details of the SMS which I want to send regarding the same event. You have successfully scheduled an appointment for, I want to mention the name of the event for which the user has scheduled. So the event name was technical discussion. So here from calendar responses, we have received the name of the appointment, name of the event for which the user has booked an appointment in Calendly. And here it is. So we are from this response, we are going to map this name over here. Starting from, and here I want to mention the date and time. So using date time formatter, we have actually changed the time zone and the format of the start date of the meeting. Like for whatever date and time the user has booked an appointment with us, for the same date and time, here you can see that we have received the response, and using date time formatter, we have changed the format and the time zone. So we are going to mention that start date and time over here as well. And just thank you. So this is just a simple basic message which I have created in this video. But instead of this, in this body of the SMS section, you can select any message. You can create any SMS body of your choice, and you can actually map any details for the event or the appointment which we have received from Calendly in the trigger window. So after creating the body of the SMS, the next thing it asks us is the sender number. So here guys, to get the sender number, we have to get back to Twilio account, and here in our Twilio account, you can see this my Twilio phone number. This is the sender's number. Just copy this phone number from here, go to Pabbly Connect, and then paste it over here. After this, it is asking us recipient number, that on what number we want to send this SMS. So we want to send this SMS to the same user who has booked an appointment with us. So here from Calendly responses, we have received that phone number over here. So here you can see that this is the mobile number. And we have to map this exact same number in this field. So just click here, and from the drop down from Calendly responses, select the response of number and map it over here. After mapping this number, just click on save and send test request. After clicking on save and send test request, here you can see that we have received some response. And this response seems to be a positive response to us. This response shows that the SMS body which we have created, this SMS has been sent to this particular number, the same number which the user has entered while booking the appointment. So let's check the SMS inbox of this number. And yes, here you can see that on that number we have received a message which says hello test, means the name of the same person who has booked the appointment. You have successfully scheduled an appointment for technical discussion starting from 11th of April 2023, 10 AM. Thank you. So this is the exact same message whose body we have created over here in our workflow in the Twilio step. This means the automation workflow which we have created in this video is working perfectly fine. And using this automation, whenever a user is going to book an appointment, an invite has been created in our Calendly account, automatically we are going to send an SMS confirmation with the invitee details, with the appointment details to the same user and their number as a SMS. Now guys, after setting up this automation, let's test this automation workflow once. We will go to Calendly, and here we are going to make another appointment. And let's change the date, time, and the username of this particular appointment. For example, I'll just copy the link of my Calendly page over here. So let's copy it, paste it in the new tab. And then let's select the date as 14th of April, for example, and time as 1 PM. Confirm. Enter the details, dummy user. This is the name. This is the email address of the user. And this is the mobile number. Let's enter the query, real-time test. Click on schedule event. So just now, a new appointment is been booked by a user on our Calendly page. A new invite is created in our Calendly account. And the timings are 1 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. on 14th of April 2023. Now, as we see that, guys, as this invite is created, this user books an appointment instantly. Within seconds, an SMS has been sent with the details to their number. And yes, here you can see that the user has received the SMS which says, "Hello dummy, you have successfully scheduled an appointment for technical discussion starting from 14th of April 2023, 1 p.m. This means, guys, the automation workflow which we have created in this video is working perfectly fine, and we have tested this automation in real time. So not just these applications, you can connect plenty of other applications using Pabbly Connect. And one more important thing, you will find the clone link of this exact same workflow in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can clone this same workflow into your own Pabbly Connect account and use this workflow for free. Also, let me tell you, Pabbly Connect offers you a free plan. And in this plan, you will get some free tasks every month into your own Pabbly Connect account. So if you want to try and test this automation, you can do it for absolutely free.
In this video, I will show you how you can start sending the WhatsApp messages for your Calendly events automatically. So assume that someone has booked your event which you have scheduled into your Calendly account, and after this booking, you want to share the event details with the same person on his WhatsApp number. Now to do that, you have two choices. Either you can manually copy the details of the person and the details of the event and then manually send the message, or you can entirely automate this process. So if you also want that whenever someone is booking your event, a confirmation message should get sent automatically on his WhatsApp number, then come with me and I will show you how you can set this automation step by step. Now in order to automate this process, I'll have to integrate Calendly and Interact. Now why Interact? Well, via Interact only I'm going to send the automatic WhatsApp messages, okay? And I'm going to integrate these two with the Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing integration and automation software. Since I'm an existing user of Pabbly Connect, so here you can see I am already logged in. You can also create your free account in just 2 minutes from this sign up free button, and in the free account you will also get free tasks to test this automation. Now once you will reach to the dashboard, simply click on this blue button, that is create workflow, and provide any random name to your workflow, to your automation. Okay, so I have pasted the name as when event is booked by person, then send confirmation on his WhatsApp. Now click on create and then you will notice two boxes in front of you. Okay, so these are actually trigger and action. Okay, so here trigger means when this happens and action means do this. Whenever this happens, then automatically do this. Understand with an example also. Let's say whenever a sale happen in a payment gateway application, then automatically send an email via Gmail application. Okay, so this is how you need to always select the applications in which you are building an automation. According to our use case, whenever someone is booking your event into the Calendly account, then automatically send a confirmation message on the WhatsApp number of the person, basically via Interact application. Now why Interact? As I have told you, for sending the WhatsApp messages, I'll go with this Interact application. I am using this Interact application. Okay, now I am going to connect these two applications with the Pabbly Connect one by one. So firstly, select a trigger event, that is invitee created. Okay, so you can also read the instruction. Triggers the webhook for all subscribed events within this organization. Okay, so whenever the invitee is created, now when this invitee will be created whenever he is going to book any event. Okay, so whenever it is going to happen, this automation should trigger, or you can say the Pabbly Connect should capture all the details here. Okay, so simply select this add a new connection, simply click on connect with the Calendly, and then you will have to provide the access of your Calendly account. Okay, here you can see I am already logged in into my Calendly account, so the authorization is successful directly and my Calendly account is now connected with the Pabbly Connect. Okay, now in the organization I just have a single organization, so I'm going to select the same. I have the single user also, so I will select the same, and now simply click on this button save and send test request, and you will see it will start waiting for the response. Alright, so you can notice that it is waiting for the response. Also read this note, that is once you have clicked over the save and send test request button, do a test submission or record in that application in order to capture the response here. Okay, so basically it is asking to do a test submission or record, and here the test submission or record means creation of a new invitee. Okay, so how I am going to do that? Firstly, I'll take you to my Calendly account, and here you can see online consultation with the doctor. I have created this particular event into my Calendly Calendly account, I am going to open the booking page of this particular event, and then I am going to book this particular event as a dummy user. Okay, so assume that I want to attend this online consultation with doctor on 18th of April. Okay, so I have selected the timing as well as the date, and now I'm going to confirm this booking and providing the details. Okay, so assume that my name is demo user. Here I will also add some dummy details, that is demo@pabblytudes.com. okay, and I'm also adding a dummy phone number, that is 9111111111. okay, going to schedule this event. Alright, so here you can see you are scheduled with Mr. This. Okay, a confirmation has been sent to your email address. Okay, come back to Pabbly Connect and wait for the very same data. Okay, fingers crossed. And here you can see the response is received. Okay, so if I will show you the details one by one, here we have the same email address. Here we also have the timing. Here we have the name of the person, that is demo user. This is the first name, this is the last name, and here we have the full name, and we also have this phone number. Okay, so I think the presence of this data clearly shows that the connection in between Pabbly Connect and Calendly is working absolutely fine. Now here, let me show you a very interesting thing. So I have made this booking for which particular date? Basically it was for 18th April and the timing was 9 a.m. But if I will show you the timing, here you can see I have received the timing as 3:30. Now why I have received this timing? Because this time is actually into the UTC format. Okay, so either firstly I'll have to convert this timing from UTC to normal time zone to local time zone, and then I'm going to share these details with the person who has made booking with us. Okay, so how I'm going to do that? Simply click on this plus icon before your interact application, and here search for the date and time formatter feature. Well, it is an amazing feature of Pabbly Connect via which you can perform various kinds of operation within your dates. Okay, so currently I just want to format my date along with the time zone, so I have selected the same. Simply click on connect and it will be connected immediately. Now it is asking that which date you would like to format. Okay, so I want to format this start date. Where is that start date? Here you can see we have the start timing as 18th of April and 3:30. Okay, and now I'm going to provide this particular date only, and I don't need to manually copy this date and paste it here because I can access the Calendly response here also. Okay, so let me search for that start time. Okay, it was this. Okay, so let me map the same. Now it is asking for the from format, so I have the format into this T and Z format, which has got selected automatically, and asking for the to format. Well, this is not the human readable format. Sometimes it is hard to read this time, so how about I go with this particular timing? Okay, so I have selected the same. Now from time zone and to time zone, so we already know that this time zone is actually the UTC, so I will select the same. And now I want the local timing. Okay, I want this date and time into the local timing. Since I am from India, so I am going with this Asia and Kolkata. Let me click on this button, save and send test request, and this time I am really expecting to receive that 9 a.m. timing. And here you can see we have the same date, that is 18th of April 2023 and 9 a.m. And now I can easily share the date and time, basically all the event details with my customer on his WhatsApp number. Okay, so moving further, here we have already selected this interact application. In the action events, since we want to send a message, so that is why I'll go with this send WhatsApp template message. And just like we have connected Calendly and Pabbly Connect, now I'm going to connect interact with the Pabbly Connect. Okay, but before I show you how this connection can be made, let me show you how you can visit to this interact applications. Firstly, I will take you to the interact dashboard. So how you can reach here? You will have to type this interact.ai. okay, and then you will have to create your account, and once you will reach to the dashboard, you will have to visit this template section. And in this template section, well, you must be thinking, what is this template section? So whenever you are sending the WhatsApp messages using the WhatsApp official API, you will always have to create the message template first, get it approved via Facebook, and then only you can start sending the messages to your customers, to your clients, by sending the message template, by sending the messages using these messages templates. Okay, and let me show you a lot of templates I have created, among which few are approved, few are pending, and few are rejected. If I will minimize it and if I will show you the color, here you can see the templates marked with the green color are the approved one, and the templates marked with the red color are the rejected selected one and the templates marked with the yellow color are the pending one. Okay, so currently I do not have any template that is into the pending mode, so that is why I do not have an example to show you. Okay, and how you can create this template and how you can send the message using these templates, I'll show you everything in detail, one by one, step by step. Okay, so firstly I'll show you how you can get this secret key. Okay, so you will directly have to visit this particular documentation. Okay, so let me wait for that, and since I'm already logged in, so it has not asked me any access. Okay, this is the token which I can directly copy from here, come back to Pabbly Connect and simply paste the same token, the same secret key here, click on save, and this is how your Interact application will be connected with the Pabbly Connect. Now here you can see it is asking me a lot of details. Okay, so firstly I will show you, I will take you again to my Interact dashboard, and firstly I will show you the message templates. Okay, for this particular automation, for this particular video, I have created a message with the name event details. Let me show you where is my template, that is event details. Alright, so this is the name of my message template, that is event details. Okay, and currently I am into the view mode, basically into the preview mode, because this particular template has already got the approval and this is the approved template. Here you can see this is the name of the message template, this is the language I have chosen. Okay, and from here exactly you can create a message for sending. Okay, and you must be thinking that what are these numbers packed with the curly braces? So these are called as variables, and you can add as many as variables as you want in your message template, and whatever the details you have kept into the form of variable, these details will replaced automatically when this automation will work in real time. So basically we are going to send the message to a lot of people using this single message template only. So what will happen, the name of the person will be replaced automatically, the booking details, the timing, every detail will be replaced automatically. Okay, so this is how this automation is going to take place, and in this message template footer and buttons were optional, so I have not included any, and it is completely up to you. If you want to include, you can do the same. And here I did not told you about this header section, again it is also optional, but just in case if you want to attach any document, any image or any text along with your header, along with the header of your message, you can also do the same, but currently I have kept it as none. Okay, and currently I'm into the view mode, so that is why I'm not able to add or edit this particular template, and I'm not able to add the variables. But when you are into the edit mode, you will find all the options here exactly into the edit mode. Okay, now let me come back to my Pabbly Connect dashboard and let us fill the details one by one. So firstly it is asking for the country code, then phone number, and then again it is asking for the phone number. Now why it is asking for the phone number at two different places? Okay, so before I explain you the reason, firstly I'll show you this node. Okay, so important node is, it is mandatory to give a value for either full phone number or for both phone number and country code. Well, it is completely depends on which kind of phone number you have currently. Okay, so if you have the phone number along with the country code, in that case you will have to provide the phone number value here. But just in case if you have a phone number only without country code, in that case you will have to provide the phone number into this specific field, and then we are going to provide the country code separately. Okay, so let us check whether we have the phone number along with the country code or without country code. Okay, so this was the response, these were the response of the candidate. And here you can see I have the phone number along with the country code. So I'm going to map this particular number, and mapping is very simple inside Pabbly Connect. Simply click on this particular field and you will find the above data here in the drop down. Let me search for that data, and here we have the phone number which I have mapped. Okay, it has also asked to provide a country code. So how about I provide the country code manually here. Okay, so I have added this plus sign, and whatever the details here I have mapped will replaced automatically when this automation will work in real time, and whatever the details I have provided manually here will remain same. Okay, so this is how the number will be replaced automatically of every new person, and this plus sign will remain same. Now asking for the template code name, so I have already told you everything about the template. Okay, so this was my template, the name of the template was event details, and you can copy the code from here, from the URL. Okay, so I have copied, let me again paste the same. Secondly, it is asking for the language code. Well, the code for English is EN and code for English US will be EN US. Okay, so I have selected which particular language. So it was English. So I am going to use this EN as a code. Okay, now it is asking for the header value. Well, as I have told you that I have not included any header, so I will keep this particular field blank, asking for the body variable values, the most interesting part of this interact application. Okay, so here exactly we are going to provide that what values should come in place of these variables. Okay, so you just need to provide the value separated by a comma. Okay, so currently in my template I have total 7 variables, so I am going to provide 7 values here. Okay, so first value is all about the name of the person, so let me map the name of the person which was demo user. I'm going to map the full name. Okay, so I have provided the value for the first variable. So second variable is all about the type of booking, so here I will add something like appointment. Okay, so you have booked an appointment. Okay, let me also read it here from here also. Okay, you have booked an appointment for this. Okay, so for which? For the online consultation with the doctor. So for the third variable I have added this comma, and then I am going to search for the type of the appointment. Okay, so here we have this online consultation with the doctor. Okay, so this is how it is going to be. You have booked an appointment for online consultation with the doctor. For this, add this, and here I will map the date and timing. Okay, so I have this date and time into a single field only. Let me show you into this date and time formatter. Via this date and time formatter I have fetched this timing. Okay, but I have this date and time into a single field only, so I can also split these two values with the help of text formatter feature, which is again an amazing feature offered by Pabbly Connect. Alright, so searching for the same, that is text formatter feature, and here I'm going to search for the split text. Basically with the help of the split text feature I'm going to split the date and time value, asking for the text to split. So I want to split this date and timing, asking for the separator. Well, it should be separated with the help of this space. Okay, by the space. So for the space you will have to copy and paste this particular syntax, asking that which segment you want. Well, I want all the segments. Okay, not the first part, not the second part, I want all the part. Okay, clicking on this button save and send test request, and here you can see I have this date and time separately, which now I can map easily into the variable number 4th and 5th. Okay, so how I am going to do that? Let us come back here and again add a comma, and then, well, I am not able to access that recent response, so I'll have to either refresh this automation once, or I can do one more thing. Simply click on this connect button and then click on save button, and this is how your automation will be refreshed and your step also didn't got removed. Okay, so where are the variable values? Alright, so here I will map the date and time. So firstly I'm going to add the date, again putting a comma, and then lastly I'm going to add the time, and the last variable I have is the dash team. Okay, so here this particular value I can provide manually. So how about I write something like Pabbly. Okay, so I think I have composed my message. I have provided all the details. Whatever the details I have provided manually will remain same. Whatever the details I have provided with mapping will replaced automatically when this automation will work in real time. Okay, I think I have provided all the details. Lastly I'm going to click on this button and you will see how the message will arrive. Okay, but currently I have mapped this dummy number, so firstly I'll have to replace this number with my genuine number so that I can show you how the WhatsApp message will be received on my number. Okay, so let me add my number. Alright, so I have provided my number, clicking on this button save and send test request, and wait for that message to arrive, wait for that response to receive first. Here you can see the response is received. Let us come back and let us refresh my WhatsApp web. Well, the message is not arrived yet, so I'll have to check what mistake I have done. So how about I cross check whether I have provided the values to all the variables or not. Okay, so currently I have provided the value to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I have provided the values to only 6 variables, but I have included total 7 variables. All right, so I have missed to provide the value for this particular variable. Okay, so I'll have to do the same. Come back here, and here I will add that is appointment. Okay, before the appointment, it should be before the appointment, and I will add one more comma here so that it will be considered as 2 separate variables. Okay, so what will happen here? Please arrive 15 minutes before the appointment. How about I click on the button once again? So the response is received. Come back here, and here you can see the response. The WhatsApp message is already arrived. If I will open this message in front of you, here you can see, hi demo user. The name has been added automatically here. You have booked an appointment for online consultation with the doctor for this at this. Okay, please arrive 15 minutes before the appointment. Thanks Pabbly team. Okay, so did you notice that how the WhatsApp messages arrived automatically after the booking is made into one of our Calendly account? Okay, so if you also want to automate this process, you need to create this automation, this workflow inside Pabbly Connect just once. After that, you can sit back and relax, because Pabbly Connect will take care of all the tasks in the backend. You do not have to do anything manually once you have set this automation inside Pabbly Connect. You can even close this Pabbly Connect. Okay, and just in case if you want to access this automation inside your Pabbly Connect, I will also attach this shareable link into my description box. Okay, simply click on this link and sign up into the Pabbly Connect, and then you will be able to access this workflow, this automation inside your Pabbly Connect account, that too for free. Not just these applications, you can integrate multiple applications and automate your business with Pabbly Connect. You can ask your queries at forum.pabbly.com. My team will surely answer to your questions. This is the website of Pabbly Connect, and for the latest updates of Pabbly Connect and unique automation ideas, you can join our Facebook group, that is formget.deals. If you have found this video helpful in any way, share it with your friends and colleagues, and also help them to automate their business. Like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video.